Halo semuanya, kembali lagi di channel Terpayat. Setelah sekian lama kita nggak upload, akhirnya upload guys. Ini, oke sekarang kita mau ngebuka quest Archon yang ini nih. Yang ini dulu. Dengan cara kita mainin quest story-nya Raiden dan Shogun yang kedua ya. Nah yang ini. Oke, soalnya kita harusnya mainin quest Archon yang ini dulu, baru yang Festival Sub-Zero siapa sih Sumeru. Oke guys, aku salah urutan. Jadi langsung aja kita mainin. Buka. Bentar, thumbnail. Oke. Menuju quest, cahaya penyucian. Langsung teleport ya. Ntar loading dulu. Alright, kita udah sampai di sini. Catherine, halo. Udah lama gak main Genshin ya. Soalnya ini aku juga habis ujian, jadi nggak bisa nge-record.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra
The
Abyssosk.
Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration,
a traveler would be the most suitable candidate.
Terima
I will spare the pleasantries
kasih.
then. May I ask if you two, well, let
Bantu
me
apa
go
dulu
over it
nih?
briefly.
Ada
Our
primonya
client for this job is
nggak?
the Yashiro Commission.
Klien
Apparently,
pekerjaan
Rift
Yashiro
Ghosts are
Commission.
attacking the roots of the
Oh,
sacred
ayah
sakura
kami minta
nearby
bantuan
Mount
lagi.
Yogo in great numbers.
Rifon.
Towns
Loh,
on Narukami Island?
bukannya cuman di Pulau
Yes.
Surumi ya?
We are not sure where exactly these
Sama
creatures
di
come
tempatnya
from,
Boreas.
but this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. Good.
Iya.
Then you can see that this case is very urgent.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Udah tahu belum?
Yes, and they are
Oh,
already
oke.
taking action of their own.
Kucosara udah gerak.
However, given that the sacred sakura's root, their main priority is to protect
Melindungi
the
warga
civilian
sipil.
population. So the Adventurers
Oke.
Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu
Let's
Commission.
go.
You have our deepest gratitude.
Ayah kami minta
Your
request,
confident
kita langsung
response puts me
penuhi ya.
far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas.
Let's go.
We'll be back.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. BTW ini ya, aku pakai Yanfe ya. Quest sudah mulai nih.
Sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh?
Aduh, kepotong lagi voice line-nya. Paling dekat sini ya. Dari kami satu estate. Let's go. Raiden Shogun masih belum muncul di sini.
Sacred Sakura safe was Hanachiru Sato's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it.
Iya loh.
Teach him a lesson.
Ini aku udah capek-capek ngerjain quest dunianya. Malah dirusak Rifon lagi. Questnya panjang gila guys. Aku kira pendek. Walaupun primonya lumayan sih. Kayak di sini nih.
You're attacking the
Waduh, langsung muncul. Let's go. Aduh, ngeselin banget. Let's go, Yanfei. Set. Teret. Set. There. Let's go, Yanfei. Yanfei guys sudah sakit. Aduh, muncul lagi.
spice. Allow me.
Langsung aja ulti ya. Tebenet. Ulti Xiangling. Ulti Yanfei. Benet. Aduh. Wes.
Incinerate.
Hati-hati.
Rest and rebuild.
Set. Fred.
Baroon.
Yuk, bisa yuk. Menangin.
Wow, there are so many of them. No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help.
Ah, lama muncul lagi.
Take them.
Woi, banyak kali. Fred. Fully Xiangling.
Time for your arraignment.
Pret. Oke, selesai guys. Kekerasan kah suaranya? Kecilin lagi nih. Bentar, screenshot thumbnail.
Torn to oblivion.
Let's go. Raiden Shogun muncul, diselamatin kita.
Shogun? Wait, no.
Bentar,
Could also be A.
apa Shogun nih?
Oh, it's you two.
Screenshot thumbnail.
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Ya, quest story Raiden Shogun 1.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right?
Semoga sih.
You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
Kenapa kamu keluar?
Making early preparations for what is to come.
Apa
Last
itu?
time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
Udah bisa nerima perubahan
Since
kan?
then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Pasti makan dan ngomel. Ada rokok kecilin ya. Kayaknya kerasan. Nah, ada.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being
Might I remind
Di sana
you,
500
I am not
tahunnya
here to
lama
amuse
ya.
myself.
Bosan.
Recently, I have
Plan
observed a
of
number of
Ultimate.
changes in the external world from the
Serangan
plane
pada
of the Daimyo.
Sakura.
I considered this
Alright,
matter worthy
alright.
of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run
Tidak
into
perlu
you.
sampai
If the
Archon
Shogun,
sih.
rather than I, were to discover them, yes,
Why?
precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, but rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
Apa itu?
a disaster.
Kayak Kainria apa?
Yes. 500 years ago,
500 tahun
a
lalu.
great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything
Apa
was
ini?
engulfed in a pitch-black
Kabut
fog,
hitam,
and
banyak monster
monsters
datang.
ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost. The monsters
Waduh,
committed many
rencana apa itu?
atrocities on Inazuman soil. And the rift hounds were always their
Rift
advance
Hound.
guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Kainria.
So you've heard of it. That's an episode of history
Berarti
that I
Rift
am
Hound-nya dari
loath to
Abyss ya?
recall. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are
Okay,
both here
okay.
for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces
Boleh,
they've left in the
boleh.
surrounding area, there should be many more.
Paimon feels so
Kita
safe
bersih-bersih
around
dulu
this
ya.
company. Having someone
Rift Hound-nya.
powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
Iya, kita di packing Archon.
Oh yeah. After we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us
Tanya lebih banyak tentang Kainria.
color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes
Aduh, harusnya kerjain questin dulu guys, for yang
Let's follow it. It should
Sumeru.
be this way.
Aku salah urutan nih, nggak apa-apa lah. Kena spoiler dikit. Sini ya. Aduh, energi habis. Ngehil dulu.
Rebuild.
Set. Di mana kah? Oh, masih ada jejaknya. Mana? Bener kan ke sini? Oh ya, benar-benar. Terus ke sini. What happened? Sekarang apa yang terjadi?
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious.
Ya, Zero
The
Commission.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing?
Nggak tahu deh. Saya punya kemampuan luminescence ya, kalau kalian tahu.
What's this?
Woi, arwah kah ini?
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd
Aku udah sering ketemu ini di Sunumi Island. Di Sunumi Island isi hantu semua.
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Kenapa nih?
I can't
Kita
go on
murah.
like this. Not when the other troops are counting.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Bisa denger kah?
You.
Loh,
What are you
bisa.
doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back.
Ini
Once
ingatan
you're in
masa
their sights,
lalu
I'm
ternyata.
telling you, there's no escaping them. We will
Repol.
defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
Monster apa?
You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless. Every last trace of
Waduh, pada mati
humanity's
semua ini.
existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems...
Not right now, but they'll be back.
Akan kembali.
Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu.
Sudah tiada.
There is
Lah,
no one
itu
left
tadi
to rely
ada.
on but ourselves.
Kitsune Saigu.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope,
Don't worry, I'm right here.
Wah, ini orangnya. Katanya udah
Yes.
mati.
the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please.
Calm down.
Kalem,
The war
kalem.
you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft
Inazuma
breeze blows.
yang sudah
This,
damai.
there are no monsters. Nor is there anything...
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Aduh, kasihan teman-temannya pada mati. Jadi kayak nge-TP, guys.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun. Yes, we were right to place our trust.
Oke,
Thank
jadi
you,
apa yang
Your
terjadi nih
Excellency.
sekarang?
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, udah tenang dia arwahnya.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what...
If I am not mistaken, what we
Ingatan
just saw
samurai.
was that the sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth
Menyerap
from the
menyisikan
ley lines.
kotoran dari ley line.
After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through an entity formed with strong
Okay.
filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
Jadi
In other words,
So the
kayak
memories
kerang
of
ya.
the ones that died
Dari
are
filter.
all appearing at this moment?
yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the
rencana yang
ultimate
terjadi di
sacrifice.
Inazuma 500 tahun yang lalu.
What he was describing just now,
Dia bilang Shogun sudah tiada.
Yes.
Siapa itu?
Inazuma was facing many great crises at
Beberapa
that
berasal
time.
dari dalam.
Some were local in origin,
Yang lain dari
while
Heinrich
others. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great
yang
concern.
ngubah Hilichurl
I felt that
penduduk
I
jadi
had to step
Hilichurl.
in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread. But my friend
Kitsune
Kitsune
Saigu,
Saigu.
temannya
reassured me that I had nothing to worry
temannya
about.
mati.
I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it,
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster...
indeed, countless monsters suddenly appeared
Kitsune
throughout
Saigu
all of
ngorbanin
Inazuma.
nyawa.
I never had the chance to see her one last time.
Ini yang question the
But I would like
forest
to
ya.
believe that she kept her. But even then,
Debutnya
Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined.
Hey,
kehilangan
Yes.
seperti Himiko.
For the longest
Temannya
time,
mati.
I couldn't. All my martial might was in vain. Though I
Sia-sia.
could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was
Aduh, kasihan. Mungkin ini alasannya guys, dekret
But-
perguruan vision.
After my clash with human ambition, when I traveled
Sudah
around
tidak?
Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has moving forward inevitably invites further loss. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses, all those who sacrificed themselves back then
Oke.
gave their lives fighting for a future.
Itulah
As
manusia.
Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on
Oke,
this
karakter
land.
development guys.
Your noble souls now
Apakah
rest
ini
in this
redemption
earth.
arc?
I will never forget you, and all that you.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on,
Lanjut. Penyelidikan. Mungkin questnya bakal lama ya guys. Tapi tetap aku jadiin record aja deh. Mana nih? Sini kah? Ah, refund lagi tuh. Woi, kita pakai Shogun, men. Sing.
Leave them to me.
Let's go, kita pakai Raiden lagi, guys. Sing. Sting. Siap. Aduh. Set. Energi recharge-nya mana? Udah mau penuh dong, ulti. Oke, udah selesai ya, guys. Ada yang muncul.
Something seems wrong with A.
Kenapa, men?
Why would you ask that?
Kenapa kamu nanya begitu? Siapa yang suruh?
Well, usually you'd pull out your
Aduh.
sword and swish.
Ngeluarin pedang.
Vaporize them all in one go. No?
Aduh, ngomongin ultimate-nya nih.
You are
Ini
unduly
semua sign
concerned.
eternal.
I'm simply conserving my energy.
Oh, nyimpen energi dia
Although I have
buat
some
pertarungan
understanding
nanti.
of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this...
Makes sense. Spoken like a... The roots seem pretty badly
Strategi.
damaged this time. We definitely... Hey,
Let's go.
the same light
Oh, apa
blinking
lagi?
out again.
Kenangan lagi kah? Oh ya, benar.
Furuyama?
Dia
Is
kenal.
that you?
Almighty
Master
Shogun,
Teh.
what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle. in a
Tanah yang jauh
distant land.
maksudnya di Tatrigami kah?
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Oh, bukan kan.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea
Master
master,
Teh dan
and amid the
pengikutnya.
blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
Oh,
Your
Master Teh.
Excellency, you shower me with praise
Bisa bikin lemon
undeserved.
tea nggak?
I have simply had the good fortune to be... It sounds like the almighty Shogun has... I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments. After all, it's
Oke.
quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Ikuti aja.
Yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, they have fought their... Most of the residents in this neighborhood
Sudah
have already
ngungsi, udah
escaped.
evakuasi.
They wanted to take me with them, and now the almighty Shogun is here. I have even less reason to imagine if this was
Alright.
something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve.
Santai
People
banget.
flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live on. But me, I have no
Oh.
such thoughts, and I have no regrets.
Udah usia senja dia.
The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams. Oh, just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all
teman
the most...
dekat.
One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes.
Enggak kayak
So you see, as bleak as things may be now,
Gak
I
banget,
have
guys.
experienced countless one.
Perhaps you...
Jadi
It won't
siapa
be
yang
long
mati?
now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time.
Berpisah dengan Shogun.
What a pity. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has
Sudah
turned.
gelap
Once this
sejak dulu.
catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then... Oh, goodness me.
Oh,
Speaking of befuddled, look at me. The almighty Shogun
Ya,
comes
tehnya
to
mana,
visit
tehnya
and I
mana?
don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't...
waduh, kasihan.
See a tea set.
Mau bikin teh nggak bisa.
But it's always been right by my side. Goodness, I
Komore
couldn't
Tea
possibly have
House.
my guests fetch it themselves. That
Oh,
Don't worry
nggak boleh.
about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the... Leave it to us.
But,
Alright.
well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the... I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Kita ke Komore Tea House kayaknya.
Where should we go to find a tea
Bener? Bener. Enggak ya. Ke rumahnya Ayaka, Kita ke rumahnya Ayaka, guys.
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent.
Halo.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to
Minta
borrow a tea set
minjem
from the Yashiro Commission.
minjem peralatan deh.
Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about you.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually,
Bukan ketemu
I prefer to
Ayato,
spend this time chatting
jadi
with
cuma ngambil teh
I
aja.
am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well,
Abang Ayaka debut
it's
kah?
not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you might.
Right.
Ayato.
wanted to ask that too. The almighty
Shogun
Shogun that you
yang
described
cerita yang
didn't
beda.
sound
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts.
Jadi siapa yang
In
dimaksud?
the vast majority of cases, the one he
Arton
made tea for
Elektro yang
was
sebelumnya
the former Electro
saudara
Archon,
kembar ya,
who was also
Raiden
my sister,
Makoto.
Raiden Makoto.
Gitu
You
jadi.
may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden shoguns, but he always acted as if the philosophy
Raiden
of life
Makoto,
that he shared
guys,
with us just
yang
now,
beda banget.
that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed, we did.
Yes.
In her eyes, the most precious things in this world, they are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw now. It seems like she was right.
Wow. There sure was a
I
lot going
see.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In
Mimpi
her
lebih
view,
bersinar.
a dream is more imaginary, more and
Nggak kayak
ambition
Vision ya.
is a yearning for something material, or Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambition.
That's
Konsepnya beda
To put it simply,
sama dia.
Makoto wasn't concerned. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternal. Yes, it does. I always, but in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Not with.
Do you feel
Okay.
you're starting to understand?
You have already witnessed my preview, but
Udah
now
berubah pandangannya.
I no longer cling to.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
Oke,
This one in
makasih.
It's quite beautiful.
particular- You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Iya, dia santai ya. Shogunnya enggak.
Let us return.
Aduh.
We ought not keep.
Oh, nggak ketemu sama Ayato, guys. Balik. Let's go. Hey. Kuruyama, where are you? Oke, teh. Kita bawa nih. Ayo ngeteh. Loh.
Hey, where'd he
Orangnya
go?
mana?
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Lo pergi sendiri kah?
Or
Oh, enggak.
perhaps the ley line.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
Ya, udah dibawain dong.
We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Aduh,
The
kasihan.
information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly.
Aduh, buat teh deh.
This chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
No, jangan dia yang bikin, dia nggak bisa masak.
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions.
No, jangan
The
dia
tea
yang
is ready.
bikin.
Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it.
Semua ingatan.
You're right. But I've been reminded of many people
Kitsune
too.
Saigo, Makoto,
Kitsune
semua
Saigo,
teman-teman.
Makoto, and all the other friends who back at the Yashiro Commission. I kept the conversation, the events
Oke.
of 500 years ago.
Temannya
Not
Kitsune
only
Saigo.
robbed me of my friend,
Juga kehilangan
Kitsune
saudaranya.
She died in that disaster
Aduh,
too?
makanya dibilang Sukundang. Nggak ada ya tadi.
Yes.
Pergi
She
ke
went to
Henry ya,
Korea alone,
sendiri.
without telling me. Unlike me,
Makoto
Makoto was no martial
bukan seorang
artist.
petarung.
Whenever similar crises had arisen
Aduh.
in the past, I was always the one to fix. But this time,
No.
the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind.
Aduh.
Yes. It was too. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point.
No, sedih.
So all I could do was enter into her mind. It was there
Aduh.
that we bid each other a final farewell.
Aduh,
I
guys.
cried bitterly.
Siapa yang naruh
Why
pahuang di
did she go
sini?
to Konria first and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it?
Sudah,
was there and
cukup, jangan
That I
nangis.
resolved to pursue eternity. As a
That's quite...
when I returned to Inazuma,
Nah,
I was shocked to find that a great
pohon
sakura
sakura
tree
besar
had
muncul di
appeared on Mount
Gunung
Yogo.
Yogo.
The tree that you know as
Sudah
the
dulu
That's
sana.
exactly what everyone back then told me as well.
Oh,
That it had
Oke.
existed since time. No one questioned it. And
Sangat
yet,
beda.
its presence contrasted so starkly with the air. In the end, I simply had to
Efek dari
accept
kesadaran
that it was a
Makoto.
miraculous with the help of the
Oke.
sacred Sakura's power. I was finally able to overcome.
This is all really hard to
Pantesan kalau
understand.
setiap upgrade pohon
Time to be
sakura
on
kita dapat
Paimon's
power
level.
up ya dari apa tuh? Yang elektro buat terbang lah.
Yes. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again,
Elektrogranum. Nah, iya.
facing the fact that, but even the tea that is most bitter, and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced
Pernah
it,
bertemu
Sister.
adik. Adik saya
You
mana?
want to say that she was somehow involved in the
Mungkin.
based on what we've learned so far?
Ya udah
I'm
pasti sih.
sorry.
Kita
I wasn't
pas
there
di
for the
KSM
whole
kemarin
thing.
ketemu.
By the time
Nggak
I
ketemu deh.
arrived, the worst of the fighting was
Diceritain deh yang
already
sedih aja.
over. And
Oh, dia nggak tahu.
also, my mind was consumed
Kalau gitu,
entirely with the
Songli harusnya
plight of
tahu dong.
Inazuma
Sama Fendi.
and the fate of those
Iya
closest
kan?
to me. So,
Kenapa nggak tahu mereka?
Well, boy, both of you have...
with this last cup of tea,
Wah,
let us
memberikan
honor the tea
penghormatan
masters.
terakhir.
Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance.
Oke, sekarang
We
ngapain?
should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next
Yang terakhir.
battle master
Oke,
should be the
let's go.
last.
Kita kemana nih sekarang? Oh, sini. Ini guys, ternyata. Rombongan Rifon yang terakhir. Dia naik ke atas ya. Kalau turun ke bawah. Turun kayaknya. Oh, bener-bener turun. Deng. Lanjutkan penelusuran jejaknya. Ada Electropulse. Ah, itu dia ketemu guys. Langsung kita hajar. Cutscene dulu.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Oh, yang maju lagi.
Hey, are you sure you're all right? You're scaring us.
Dia nggak kenapa-napa kah? Tapi yang mau nyimpen energi.
Fear not.
Oh,
Fighting is what I
jago.
do best.
Dia sepuh guys. Jago. Dia jago.
There is no escape.
Sing. Raiden solo guys. Mas Toto. Sing. Mau kejar Raiden kah nanti? Mau ngincar Senia dulu guys. Kayaknya sih aku skip Raiden deh. Loh, kenapa nih?
Are you alright?
Kenapa
I'm fine.
kamu kenapa Ini sebuah saya internal. Sing. Aduh, sekarat guys, Raidennya.
Illusion shattered.
Setengah caranya. Aduh, kenapa kamu? Oi. Kayak kestun gitu guys. Sing. Sudah kah? Oh, sudah. Kamu kenapa Katanya jago.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
Jangan memaksakan diri.
My apologies.
Kenapa?
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and
Biar
get
kami aja yang
yourself
maju,
back.
kami juga jago.
We'll deal with the monsters.
Woi, asap lagi nih.
Look, that's the same light again.
Nostalgia, siapa yang nemui? Siapa nih?
Where am I?
Samurai Shogunet.
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
Aduh.
I'm quite all right.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Wes.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't. It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we
Ini
were the kinds to shy away from danger, we
pengawal
never would
dia
have taken
kan?
up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will.
Is that a vision?
Vision. Samurai pada punya vision.
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us.
Boleh, ini samurainya.
Now of all
Pada punya
time is the
vision.
moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to
Hendria.
despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the dark.
Everyone on
Oke.
me.
Let's go.
We'll help too.
Yo, let's go.
Affirmative.
Boleh.
Watch your backs.
Eset mah refund. Makanan sehari-hari, bro.
The Almighty Shogun!
Stand back. You're toast. Turret, bring refuge. Inadmissible evidence.
Sudah selesai kah? Oh, masih ada. Aduh, dulu. Set.
Rest and rebuild. Incinerate.
Aduh. Ngebeling ini yang gede. Kabur dulu. Energi habis. Itu yang samurai pada tuh juga itu sama Ribbon yang lain.
Nice and spicy. Allow me.
Kalem guys, bentar lagi menang.
The room. Spread the flame.
Spread. Ayo kalah dong. Aduh. Ter. Dah, selesai. Oke, Shogunnya gerak lagi.
It seems
Mau
like the
ngapain nih?
attacks are finally over.
Oke, selesai. Selesai juga nih.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Kenapa nih? Si
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly
Ini
awe-inspiring.
pasifnya Yansui masih ngikut nih pasifnya Yanfei.
The monsters will definitely come back.
And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the almighty
Oke,
Shogun
oke.
safely returning, there's
Well,
Teng
what are
teng
you guys gonna do?
teng teng teng. Mau ngapain
We
nih
will stay here and guard
tentara-tentaranya?
against the monsters' advance. We
Oh,
cannot afford to let
patroli.
them get any further.
Jaga-jaga.
We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of...
Tapi mereka udah pada mati ya. Dari 500 tahun yang lalu.
just leave it to us. Fighting is what, but the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to, no matter what kind of threat faces.
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will, with you
Okay.
leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun!
Ya, mereka hilang dong.
Glory to the Shogun!
Bye-bye, samurai terhormat.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The result
Aduh,
being that in the centuries since their sacrifice,
dengan cara ngambil hijau
I
nih.
have disowned. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but But even so, they are due a resolution.
Let's go.
Well,
Redemption arc.
Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're...
Thank you for your comforting words. But this
Tugas
is
utama
my
sebagai
basic
archon dari
duty as
Inazuma.
Inazuma's Archon. I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and foremost a warrior. And
Tapi
my
sekarang kamu
hope
jadi
that what
pemimpin, bukan
Inazuma
prajurit
needs
lagi.
more than a warrior is someone like Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have. Yes, they are. They are strong.
Jadi
As
sekarang
the Raiden Shogun they
X selanjutnya
revere,
apa nih?
I should not be the one to
Sebagai
hold them
Raiden.
back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Let's go, redemption arc.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bring. Now that we've dealt with the
Boleh.
Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved.
Refund kelar.
It does not appear
Masalah
I
juga
will leave
kelar.
the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle
Oke,
the
oke.
follow-up work, such as
Alrighty then, let's move on.
Sekarang kemana kita? Ini pasti
It
dia
looks
Yanfei
calm on
ganggu
the
pas.
outside, but Paimon bets
Hey.
her emotions must be all over the place right
Kalau
now.
selama 500 tahun.
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Aduh, sakit kepala lagi dia. Kenapa? Woi.
Are you feeling unwell again?
Apakah sakit kepala kayak kita pas keluar dari
My body.
Tensukaku?
I can't.
Kestun, woi.
It looks like
Kok dia kestun?
the situation.
Balik kota, balik kota.
No need.
Dia sedang memanggil. Siapa? Makoto kan?
I need to go to the cave.
Why? What?
Ke gua.
A battleground.
Dengan masalah tuh.
One where
Where? Oh, di sini. Gua di bawah Gunung Nadagumo. Di sini kah? Wih. Masih jauh. Oh, di sini. Wing. Where? Oh, masuk sini, guys. Ini aku udah selesaiin quest world. Ya, jadi udah aku
we're
buka.
finally here.
Pintu masuknya ada di sini. Woi. Kok dia pada bentuk, guys? Oh, udah portal.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
Are you okay?
It's getting worse again.
Our fight
This is the
ends
place
here.
I once sealed off with
Tempat yang
my
pernah
own
segel dengan
hands.
tangan sendiri. Pintu masuk ke alam
The
kesadaran
entrance.
Raiden Makoto.
It looks like she...
Huh?
Hah?
What are you talking about?
Siapa?
And who is...
Makoto. Udah nggak diizin pakai tubuh. Hey, what happened? Woi, kelempar kita. Teleport kita. Kelempar ke mana itu? Alam kesadaran ya. Yuk kita saksikan apa yang terjadi selanjutnya. Oke, di mana ini?
Wow. This place...
Mirip dengan Plain of Euthymia.
Look over there. It's another A.
Woi, ada yang
We
lain.
meet again, traveler.
Raiden Shogun. Aduh, kenapa dia
This body
ada
is
di
an
sini?
assistant to the one within,
Asisten
but
dari
it is
diriku yang
also the
dalam.
guardian of the rules.
Jaga berbagai
Should the one
aturan.
within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Oh, jadi kan ngambil dulu bonekanya. Terus bonekanya ngelawan. Woi, kenapa kamu ngelawan penciptamu sendiri?
Wait. Paimon knows that voice. Is that...
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the you believe your present
No
self has
way,
greater
bro.
certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded?
No,
I'm
boneka,
here to
jangan
show
gitu.
you my answer. We are
Sudah
both
tobat,
warriors,
jangan kau
and the dialogue we must now
kembalikan
have
dia ke yang
shall
dulu.
be conducted by the blade alone.
Mapaiwan mereka.
Wait. The M is... are you...
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun, as she indicates.
Ini
Once
jiwanya
I started
sekarang.
entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist in... Though she is a
Alright.
puppet, the Shogun has her own
Punya
consciousness
sejarah
too.
sendiri.
When necessary,
Let's go,
she appears here to
menangin
confront me.
Paiwannya.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like
Waduh,
this.
ini kayak
It's a bit extreme.
alter ego dua pribadi. Aduh, ini
Showdown with the
another
Shogun?
level.
Never thought we'd see that day.
The rules I set for the Shogun are...
Shogun pakai tongkat,
No.
tombak pakai tombak.
The Shogun herself
Aturan untuk
is the
kapan untuk
manifestation
Shogun
of my
salah.
past ideals. The
Jadi
very
kita masa lalu.
foundation stone of eternity. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way?
Gak bisa bicarain baik-baik.
Talk it through or something?
Tipe Paiwan dia.
They both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It inherits A's pain. The
Sakit
pain of
A.
inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward.
No.
Every action undertaken is for the sake of determination, courage, love,
Terdegradasi, terdistorsi.
all only
Sudah,
rules
woi.
shall remain constant for eternity.
Healing, makanya healing.
Those were my thoughts when I created. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice. You wish
Oh,
to make
Mapewan.
yourself my enemy? I
Boleh.
am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
Move on dari masa lalu, let's go.
And I am she
Wes,
who
pakai
promised a
pedang.
dream to her
Dia
subjects.
menjadikan mimpi kepada rakyatnya.
Raiden A.
Raiden A versus Raiden Shogun. Let's go.
In the end, even the proud and mighty
Deng.
Raiden was cut
Oh,
down
ini
and
kayak
disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine
Ini-
as brightly as it once did.
ini kayak yang di showcase itu kan yang di YouTube. Tempat bosnya. Wes. Lagu ya epic, guys. Aduh. Au.
Insolent.
Lagunya epic banget, guys.
Now you shall
Ting.
perish.
Tang hilang dia.
The lands. Shine down.
Aduh. Aduh, kalah guys lawan boneka.
There is no escape.
Aduh. Aduh.
Absurd. Torn to oblivion.
Aduh, mana dia?
Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Illusion shattered.
Aduh, sekarat guys. Aduh, masa kalah guys? Guys, masa kalah? Hei, sekarat banget. Woi, dia pakai state lagi, Wen.
Inazuma shines eternal. Sweeps the lands.
Woi,
There is no escape.
mana weh?
I shall not
Aduh, 1 HP. Guys, kalah dong. Sekalah guys. Woi.
illusion shattered.
Wah, yang nge-heal lagi men.
Sakura blossoms
Sakura
that
Kitsune.
skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain.
Oh no.
As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never
Kita
stop.
dengerin dulu omongannya.
Completely recovered?
Woi, nge-heal lagi men. Aduh,
Now you shall
now you shall perish. Let's go.
The fleeting shadow.
By one Raiden. Raiden. Shit.
The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds.
Oke, dengerin dulu omongan
There shall
lagi.
never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Torn to oblivion.
Contribution.
Inferior.
Set.
Strike dead.
Ace.
Insolent.
Susah men. Susah men lawan bosnya.
Inferior. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ting.
Inferior.
Yang mana ya?
Sweeps the lands. There is no escape.
Jangan ngilang. Ace. Mau ngapain nih? Masih ada shield ya guys.
Shine down.
Dah, kalah.
Strike dead.
Let's go. Menang guys.
Crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated her?
Berhasil kah?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
No. Masih kelet lagi.
In this realm of consciousness, her
Keberadaan men
existence
sulit
is
digoyahkan.
tenacious indeed.
Ya,
She was built to resist
dia balik
erosion.
lagi dong.
Her will is stronger than any other living being's.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending
No way.
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of... If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This
Let's go,
is my duty.
Semangat.
No matter how long this battle may last.
Teruskan keinginan Makoto.
Years, centuries. And no matter how 500 years ago, humanity here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices.
Oke.
It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. I fight for the
Okay.
I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return during my absence.
Tidak akan menitipkan sekalian di tangan Miko.
Pass on my words.
Aduh. Kita keluar nih. Si by one. Apa yang terjadi selanjutnya?
Looks like we got
Bener
kicked
guys.
out.
Kita keluar.
What do we do?
Masa tinggalin sendiri?
We're just gonna leave?
Aduh.
It's making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but
Tapi kan,
still.
aduh. Udah nggak punya tubuh fisik ya.
Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times. And has a... What if she gets too obsessed with winning? And she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could
Aduh.
happen. And then she might
Santai-santai.
We should help her out, like we
Let's
said.
go panggil
We can cut down how much
backingan.
we'll spend in there, or
Ah.
you know, help her win the fight. Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen. Oh, but we also can't get in there any. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh,
Minta backingannya Miko, guys.
Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly for. Who knows if
Backingan.
she really understands these consciousness realm playing.
Oke, let's go. Mana-mana. Masih liatin pohon kah? Masih. Aduh.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I
Real.
hope you realize how
Tahu
lucky
aja
you
kamu
are.
ya.
If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile.
But you're always smiling.
Selalu senyum.
That was a figure of speech.
Biasa.
Do you understand? Nitpicking my turn.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
Waduh. Ceritain, guys.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that impossibly stubborn. Jumps
Oh.
straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes
Jangan
her
kekuatan
sheer
tak
will can
mustahil
see her
mencapai
through,
tujuan.
despite a near
Wah.
You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting
Dua
about it now?
lebih. Langsung maju.
Rushed into it without thinking.
Bertindak
Well
dulu
put.
baru mikir.
She acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you...
Is she playing dumb?
You're learning, little one.
Aduh.
But all I know is that it's the
Fondasi dari
foundation of the
Sakura.
sacred Sakura. And
Because Raiden Makoto is no.
not just because of that.
Alam dan
The
dimensinya
nature of the
beda.
space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate.
Nggak ada beda.
Anyway,
Ya.
we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first. Follow.
Mau ngapain nih? Kembali ke pintu masuk alam rahasia. Masa balik lagi sih? Di sini kan? Mana sih? Oh, di sini. Mana men? Oh, di sini. Tolong kami.
Now then, I always have my ways. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very... In other words, even though I can't pinpoint...
So, it's abstract.
Kita
But
dikirim.
has a location, but you don't know where it is. But you can still send.
Yes, no need to
Okay,
try and
okay,
understand
ribet.
it. Let me put this simply. Everything is
Jadi.
turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
Gelombang besar mendorong sampai penghujung dimensi waktu.
This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much...
What? Alright, well, I might see you then.
Aduh.
You two can go
Come on, nggak
Suit
ninggalin kan?
yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is
Ya,
A.
udah apa-apa
So
kita
what's the big
kehilangan
deal?
Aduh,
both of you.
Paimon juga
Oh.
ikut.
Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now,
Boleh. Tuh.
I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily... By the way,
Password
remember to
salah
focus
kan?
constantly on your heartfelt wishes. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well
Oke.
then, the door is open. Hop
Aduh,
on
bahaya
in.
nih.
I'll stay
Bahaya.
outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my
Let's go,
sake, and for
MC.
Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Let's go MC.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter.
Get to work.
Kita pergi guys. Apakah berhasil? Wes, masuk portal guys. Epic moment guys. Lagunya epic. Woi, Inazuma masa lalu men.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter
Epic
inside.
moment guys.
Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to
Ini
the
ingatan
right
masa lalu guys.
destination.
Aduh. Udah kayak Doctor Strange men. Doctor Strange. Berhasil kah? Oh masih payuan mereka. Kita balik lagi,
How can this be?
Bagaimana mungkin?
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in?
Dalam
And
sekanan, what? Baru
how
berapa
come you've
detik
not
kita?
changed at all
Baru berapa
in
menit?
This is a duel to remember.
Ay.
It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first over countless battles. Not once have you lost. And had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you for your firm commitment to enforcing the rule, you bring honor to the title of, now these two return once more to this space. Then,
Oke,
let this be our final duel.
duel
The
terakhir.
conclusion to that which began 5 final duel. Stand
Let's
back,
go.
traveler.
Payuan,
I'm going to be the start of something new.
matanya udah bersinar.
The time our duels
Let's
took
go.
to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Akbar, woi,
The energy
Why?
consumed, great enough to
Why?
rise the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demand
kabur, kabur, kabur.
sufficient to penetrate minds.
Aduh, ay.
You have endured.
Dia kok ada Susanoo-nya gitu guys. Ada stem-nya. Woi, bro, 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 ini one shot. Aman. Epic moment. Woi.
Obstacles.
Oke. Jauh ini masih bisa ngindar ya. Mau ngapain nih dia?
Is in my hand.
Bro. Bro. Aduh. Sebagai player Roblox bisa lah ya. Is. Nih. Ultia kita kapan keisi tuh? Ultia kita kapan keisi men?
No escape.
Aduh. Ini lagi. Eh. Sabar.
Shine down.
Aduh, aduh energi habis. Aduh. Sakit. Men. Lebih epic sih tapi. Mundur.
Witness.
Aduh, ulti lagi dia.
Illusion shattered.
Oke, aman. Ting. Der.
There is no escape.
Mundur. Aduh. Aduh. Masa kalah guys. Masa kalah guys.
Eternity is in my hands.
Aduh, ini lagi men. Santai-santai. Player Roblox saya. Saya kira nggak biasa. Nah. Aduh, ini lagi. Oke, let's go. Woi, mantap, ngehil lagi. Menang. Oke.
This is the end. I believe
Kita
you
menang,
are
guys.
capable of transcending the past. But it seems but a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet,
Kita
my
datang
reason
langsung
for
nge-buff,
fighting
cuy.
redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. And whenever I think of this, I feel something
Muso isin.
stirring within Muso. The blade that I
Pedangnya
inherited from
Makoto.
Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, this power is beyond the... This blade belonged to Makoto.
Makoto Shogun sebelumnya.
Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power. When I clasped
Muso
Muso Ishin
isin.
in my hands, it was at once a familiar feeling and a strange
Makoto
one.
jarang pegang pedang.
You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from this day forth.
Tubuh ini akan tetap membantu.
I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should... You truly have changed.
Tumbuh dewasa.
I understand. I shall become your
Umur
shadow,
kalian udah 500
just as
tahun,
you were
men.
once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not, but as a warrior,
Sebagai
I
prajurit.
look forward to the chance to fight like...
Wah, mau rematch
It
kah
was simply a
mereka?
new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you
Minta rematch, men.
fighting then?
Udah? Belum? Wah. Lagunya, guys.
And greetings, those
Makoto,
who have come
guys.
to bear witness.
Saudaranya
I am
balik.
Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick Makoto.
Halo, Makoto.
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed it,
Sisa-sisa terakhir ya.
convoluted way to reach you, but well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time. There was no time to
Aduh.
wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me, but
Sedih.
you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Ina. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it.
Bukan tempat yang sanggup diabaikan.
In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long, but I know that this must have been an extremely
saudaranya
arduous journey for you.
ingin
You
menangis.
must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me.
Ada nangis-nangis aja.
You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you.
Tinggalin hadiah.
Something to soothe Ina. Here, take it.
Apa itu?
But it is you who must take the most important step.
Ngambil apa itu? Hadiahnya?
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. grant it life.
Bagaimana kehidupan padanya.
Is it really?
Benih dari Sakura Sakura. Epic moment lagi guys.
Eternity extends time into infinity.
Udah kayak di film-film nih.
Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison,
Ada
the
rubah.
sacred sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from
Bebas
the
dari
clutches of the
cengkraman
heavenly
prinsip
principles.
langit.
Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead.
Merinding
My
aku
only
guys.
regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future,
Kasihan
nor
masa
can I
depan
walk
Inazuma.
this journey with you.
Oh,
Do you know, I
Makoto.
am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true.
Terima kasih.
Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could
Tidak.
never repay you in full, this sacred sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it
Goodbye
really is
Makoto.
goodbye, eh?
Goodbye Makoto. Aduh, aku jadi ikut sedih juga guys. Udah keluar air mata nih.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Selamat tinggal. Memberitahu semua pada Yai Miko.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of
Makar di
consciousness,
Inazuma
and
masa
it took
lampau.
root in the Inazuma of the. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
Oh, time
All
travel kah
this
kita
is
tadi?
thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch,
Terus
A
maju
place
mundur.
where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic.
Time
Perhaps
travel
that is
kita
the
tadi.
reason why you were able to return precisely to this. And yet, that sense of disorder.
I don't fully understand yet.
Well,
I know what you mean.
Kekuatan Istar. What?
Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this.
Siapa Istar?
Without the sacred sakura, Inazuma would likely.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred sakura
Saudara
and
Makoto.
Makoto's consciousness.
Kamu tidak pernah berusaha
But
membujuk.
unfortunately,
No. But I understand why now.
Sakura belum ditanam.
That tree looked a lot different than how it does
Hah?
now.
Beda kah?
the sacred
Iya kah?
sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Iya kah beda?
Now we see who's
I'm joking.
Oh iya.
That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of
Kitsune
Kitsune
yang
over the
merawatnya.
ages to thank,
Mama.
and obviously I played my part. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you
Waktu
came out
berlalu,
of that realm
keluar
and the moment you
cukup
re-entered
singkat.
it. But in
Pertemuan
that same
berabad
time,
abad telah
centuries of
terjadi.
battling Traveler,
Iya.
if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself.
Kalian
At that
jelas.
time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our
Tambahin dimensi
search.
baru.
Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence
Saat yang
carried
paling
you to the
cocok.
moment in time. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto.
Does that mean it wasn't by
Coba di dua
chance
yang
that we
terakhir,
ended
bukan
up at the
kebetulan.
final duel? We were always meant to be the...
Takdir
I
tak
thought that the
terelakkan.
flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was my first thought was, has a great disaster befallen? But it turned out you had
Jadi
come
paradoks
to rescue
waktu
me.
ini.
You too have my thanks.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your after all.
Sudah?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her.
Udah
I'll
nangis-nangis
be fine.
saja.
It brought a few things back, of course. I have to say, This has reminded me once again just how brilliant. She even factored my immaturity into.
Kekanak-kanakan.
It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
Mana nih?
I
Yang berat.
just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again.
Thank you.
Today, at long
Oke, udah
last,
selesai
you
kah?
and Inazuma finally emerge. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future. And
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
oh, come on. You only think
Ya,
it's
Miko
rare because you
memuji.
never used to listen to a word.
Makoto said the exact.
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder.
Wah, ya Miko
Does
mau
that
jadi Shogun.
qualify me to maybe take
Ay,
actually no?
ya
Forget
lupakan.
that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there.
Apa itu?
Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things. After that,
Menghapus dari kecakku.
I
Let's
will
go.
abolish the Sakoku decree.
Mantap,
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis.
Tidak perlu
In which
menjaga
case,
sebuah tetap
there is
terkunci.
no further need. I don't
Let's go.
doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to.
Hey, traveler! Remember that
Sudah selesai
pit
kah?
at the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into.
Wih, selesai.
A quick peek before we left last time. There was some kind of light coming from inside.
Ya, aku salah urutan.
I think that's a little strange.
Kita malah ngerjain yang
Oh, so you've been
ke
wondering
KSM dulu,
about
habis itu ke Semeru. Aduh, harusnya ini dulu.
Time on our hands, let's go and take another look.
Ya sudah. Quest story udah selesai, jadi mungkin kita akhiri dulu video kali ini. Jangan lupa jaga kesehatan dan minum air putih yang cukup. Sampai jumpa di video yang akan datang. Bye-bye.
For them.
Oh, oke, ternyata masih ada lagi, guys. Tadi aku ngomong sama tenang.
Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. For
Oke.
example, I can foresee the
Ancaman
outside
buat
world
bisnis.
posing a
Iya.
threat to Inazuma's businesses.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously.
Jual tiket masuk.
I've only got as far
Full
as
album
wondering
taruh
whether
kami.
I'd be able to sell and
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Tolong ke depan.
Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma, but now
Oke.
I see that hers was a gaze full of
Bagian
the people of the
mencintai rakyat.
past deserve the god's attention, then so
Indeed. No longer, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Duel
To
ratusan
put
tahun.
it bluntly, it
Siksaan
was
terus
constant
menerus.
Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all
Langsung.
times.
Oh,
Had my
harus fokus.
concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have
Ngeri
taken,
juga
safe
ya.
to say. Were it not for my previous experiences in combat. And through it all, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Perserang
Don't
Sakura-Sakura.
worry, I haven't forgotten. I will
Oke.
It's not only the monsters that I am worried about.
Hal lainnya keluar.
that's a
Apa
tough
itu?
one, all right. There's plenty more
Lain-lain.
besides
Since you clearly understand,
Oke.
perhaps many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Yang buka bilang yang menaruh.
Yaimiko said nothing of the sort.
Tidak bilang apa-apa.
And the traveler has some nerve
Aduh.
making up spurious claims about her while she is still
Aduh.
present. Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me. You don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Gak ada apa-apa kok.
nothing.
Ingin tahu goreng.
I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Fried tofu.
Many challenges
Aku
still
juga
lie
suka.
ahead for Inazuma. But I am
Ada pertanyaan. Oke, udah gak ada urusan ya. Udah selesai video ya. Dadah.